I made this record for you to jam, so use it.
From the theme parks to downtown brick streets, from winter garden to sandy bare feet, everywhere the light touches is our kingdom. We're spilling tea and dropping wisdom. Don't worry about missing the headlines. We're here to help. It's the Orlando Shine.
Welcome to the Orlando Shine Show with John and Brendan. I'm John Bustegger.
You know, I'm Brendan from the Orlando Shine.
You a little tripped up there.
Yeah, I don't know who I am anymore.
It's hard.
It's part of the whole, growing, starting your own thing.
8 years
John.
doing another podcast.
Yeah.
You start saying the words off it just sort of rolls off the tongue.
Just rolls right out of my butt.
It's not that no more. It's the Orlando Shine Show.
Correct. And this week we're hanging out in College Park.
Sure are. My neighborhood.
At the Good Pour. Mm-hmm. Because get this, John, they got a cheese counter.
They got more than a cheese counter.
They got a cheese.
Well, I'm saying they got a bunch of booze here first. We should say that.
What do you call it? It's not a cheese hawker. What do you
call
it? A fromager?
I don't know.
A cheesemonger?
Maybe somebody around will tell us
Their rep is here. She can tell us. Is it a cheesemonger? It is. Thanks, Sarah.
What was it?
Sarah. What?
Well, I didn't hear it.
Cheesemonger. Yeah, that's old school. Like cobbler for foot pervert.
But we should say the building is like a liquor store, wine shop, beer shop.
Yeah,
and it's
and
in the old.
They tithe their profits, so they give it to nonprofits.
Yes, they do. But it's in the old CVS on Edgewater and Princeton.
Gigantic,
huge building. I never and to this is the first time I've ever been in here.
Yeah,
which is really sad. I apologize for that because I live in College Park, but I don't drink as much as I used to. So
and it shows. John.
No, I know. Thank you.
You look good, buddy. You look good.
But what's new is the cheese shop.
The cheese shop is new, and if it does well, they're probably going to copy it and get them to go to their other locations.
And it's not just any cheese shop; it's Simply Cheese.
Simply Cheese, who we helped them open their Winter Park location.
I basically moved them in. No, I didn't. No, we did a show there a long time ago. I think during COVID.
They're not the owners on. They're sweet as buttons.
They're around here somewhere. Fellow Michiganders.
They were talking us up. Well, yeah, she said, "Is my Michigander coming?" Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Well, I don't know if you own them, but all right."
You were like, "Which one?"
Yeah,
I'm sure you've had a few Michiganders.
Hey, I know I have.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
but yeah, we're here at College Park tonight, hanging out at the Good Pour right here on Edgewater Drive, eating some cheese, drinking wine. It's a cool place. If you've never been, come check it out. I'm super impressed. I like the beer setup.
The selection is pretty good. They're doing a BOGO Hanger vodka special right now, and that's pretty good vodka.
Yeah, because not a lot of places have liquor and wine and beer. A lot of places just will have wine or beer, but they got it all.
And curated mixers. Look at those, too. Like, that's pretty good. They have a whole tequila row.
Yeah,
pre-mixed cocktails.
It's nice. It's really. I really like. Go check out the beers if you come here because I was really impressed by them.
You love beer.
I do.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're hanging out here. How's your week, Brendan?
Good. I've just been, trying to find that rhythm.
Yeah, for the Orlando Shine. Yeah,
getting out lots of stories.
I see that on Instagram, on Facebook,
on the gram and the Facebook.
Follow it.
And our TikTok is finally up.
Awesome.
Nobody's followed it yet.
I'll follow it.
So you could be the first.
Okay, I'll be the
John,
first. I'll be the first.
Unless somebody's listening right now and they become the first.
Go follow the Orlando Shine on TikTok. No website yet.
No.
Well, it's there. We should say it's there.
Just wait and
we're
going to talk about that.
It's there. You can sign up for the newsletter there, but it's not ready yet.
Scotty's going to launch the Blue Sky for us, which is the Twitter takeoff.
For the
he was like, you got to get on Blue Sky.
For the
left
wingers.
Maybe you should do that, Scotty. Why don't you take care of that for me and I don't have to worry about it. So yeah, that's what he's doing.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Good. You're not paying him, are you?
No.
Okay, good.
No,
good.
I told them nobody's getting paid from Orlando Shine for the first year. All the money's just going to go into a big coffer.
And then what?
And then I'm going to give it all to Mo.
Oh, all right. Mo was going to be on tonight, Attorney Mo DeWitt. He wasn't in town, so we'll get him next week.
John, I could tell you were at the cheesemonger. You had a big old chunk right on your chin.
All right, I'll save it for later.
I went to a mango tasting event last night with my friend Hipster Johnny Appleseed, Mr. John. He has a nursery in Maitland, and we sampled over 21 different mangoes.
Wow. Different varieties?
Completely different from the next.
Where does this person get all these
He
mangoes?
grows them at his nursery.
Wow.
So the point was, like, if you tried one that you really liked, he could sell you like a grafting tree, so it'll taste just like the one that you ate. And there was like lemon meringue one. It tasted just like lemon meringue.
Where
pie.
was this special tasting at?
I would say Chaos, but I guess it's Kush.
I don't know.
Coffee.
I don't know where that is.
Behind the Lazy Moon that we recorded at that one time.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
in Maitland. Up in Maitland.
I saw the video.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
I
You
like
liked it.
I
You
did.
told me
I
you
did.
liked it.
I did.
Do you like the vintage filter I put it through?
I just thought it was a bad camera.
I have a really good camera, and I ruined my 8K film setting by putting it through the filter.
Uh-oh.
I thought it would help. And I had an eye appointment.
Okay.
I had an eye
All right,
appointment.
good to
I found
know.
out I have a scar on my eye.
Oh my gosh.
And I figured out what it's from.
What's it from?
A seagull.
A seagull attacked you?
Yeah, when
No
I was
way.
a kid.
Really?
Yeah, it had a broken wing. My dad and I canoed after it. We got it in the canoe.
Uh-huh.
And then my job was to hold on to it so it didn't hurt itself. But I just had little arms, and it just reached forward, John.
And attacked
and
you.
it grabbed my eye, and I threw it.
Uh-huh.
I threw it, and it bounced off the canoe and back into the water. My dad was mad at me, and I was like, I'm bleeding, I'm dying. He was like, get over yourself. You're fine, you're fine. And now I have proof. Scarred, emotionally and physically.
Are you going to get an eye patch or something?
I have one, actually.
You do?
It's one of those
The
things
sort
that
of
you
drag pirate that you are?
yeah. Well, we were
You're,
gonna.
you're both a winch and a pirate, which how is that even possible?
I'm getting a little triggered. The reason I have that is because we were supposed to film something with the pirate show
What's the pirate show?
over on iDrive.
Oh, yeah, pirates.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Oh, and then bingo's coming up on the 23rd,
Awesome.
so got to come to bingo.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, and then I went to Ete.
Oh, the hotel.
The hotel with salt. The Salt in the Cellar by Akira Back.
That's the name of the restaurant.
Name of the restaurant. They're serving brunch now.
I saw that video.
It's very 5-star Dubai.
That was crazy.
It was crazy.
Those drinks were crazy.
They're still crazy.
Do you think it looked like a Salvador Dali drink?
Yeah.
I just thought they were
if
like
he was
out
on
of this-
mushrooms.
Yeah,
I was
I
waiting
just
for
thought
a
they were like-
rhinoceros to come out.
I just thought they were like out of this world, those drinks.
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was really good.
Good?
Yeah, I
Cool.
was impressed. My egg Benedict had gold on it, which validated the $40 fee, I guess. I don't know how much they were. I didn't have to pay. How was your week?
Good. I went and saw Peter Hook on Friday. Do you know who that is?
No.
He's the bass player for New Order and Joy Division.
Oh, I did know
it was
that
a
he
great
was in
show.
town. Yeah.
Great
I
show.
bet.
I had a really good time. That was on Friday night, so that was kind of my big Friday.
You're such a little punk baby.
I know. I
the
played
rest
some
of your
hockey on Sunday. Played some roller hockey.
You're playing hockey tonight.
Tonight's my championship game, so we'll see. We'll see if we win.
Against?
The Cannibals.
Oh, which we know they're hard, right? Aren't they? Didn't they
we'll
hurt
see.
you last
They did.
time?
They did hurt. But one of the guys did hurt me one
Yeah,
time.
I remember.
Gave me a
I
concussion.
remembered. I hate cannibals. I told myself that.
But we play them tonight. We got into the finals, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Well, do you want to talk news?
I do.
Okay. Well, just up the street.
Uh-oh.
Just up the street from us.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully, they're not listening.
Well, they got
college-
bigger problems.
They do. Bigger, small,
Or
small
tiny
packages.
problems. Yeah.
College Park Diner has closed.
Yes, College Park Diner or Cafe,
Or
whichever
cafe.
you want to call it.
I don't know.
I
The
can't
branding
remember.
seems a little crazy.
But they, it's a little diner next to Blended, and there's
there has been a cafe in that place for 50 years.
It's been a cafe for a long time.
but through different owners
Mm-hmm.
and different concepts. So I would argue not the oldest cafe in town.
that's okay. That's all right.
But one of the longest spots in town
But,
to host a cafe.
But I want to say two people bought it a few years ago, correct? A couple.
gays.
Yeah, a couple bought it
Uh-huh.
and turned it into the College Park Cafe because it used to be more like Cuban focused.
yeah,
You
and
remember that?
That didn't last very long.
They had good Cubans, though.
They had a huge
yeah,
Cuban
it was like
sandwich.
as big as your head.
And then the gays came in and gentrified it, but they kept the Cuban sandwich on the menu.
Okay.
But then it slowly went away.
So anyway, today there was a post all over that they were closing. And so I saw that, and you saw that.
I did.
And you wrote about it on the Orlando Shine.
And we saw it in the photo that was shared
on some other sites.
On some other sites, they had a health notice.
Oh, yeah. And so
that
there
wasn't addressed by the post.
So there was a big
Until a little later.
So there was a big old sign that said, like closed by the health department in so many words. And so it didn't say why, though.
No, so
I
you looked it up.
I had to do a little digging.
But not too hard.
Not too hard, but I'd searched for it, and turns out, according to the Florida Department of...
All the cockroaches.
Yeah, they had 52 dead cockroaches and 16 live ones somewhere in the facility. And it's not me saying that. That was the Florida Department of Business.
16 live ones?
That's what it said in the...
Can you imagine 16 live cockroaches in your kitchen? Mm-hmm. I freak out if I see one because it comes through the laundry room.
I know.
Yeah, not okay.
So that's what it said. That's what they got cited for.
Okay.
And it looks like they're closed now.
And now they're closed.
I drove by on the way here.
So they got closed temporarily on the 17th.
Which was today. Yesterday. I apologize. Yesterday.
And we record on the Thursdays. So, today they made the decision not to reopen.
Because I drove by it and all the signage was out of the windows. It looked like they were closed up.
They have since issued a statement. Did you see that?
I did not see that.
Oh, yeah. They said the cockroaches were because they were doing something with the wall, flushing it out. And in that process of flushing, John, it scared all the cockroaches out of the old building's walls and into their kitchen.
Just theirs?
Just theirs.
Not the other restaurants.
Well, the other one, they were getting looked at. It was, I guess, the health department.
There are other restaurants there,
so a complaint.
Hopefully their kitchens aren't as bad. And not that they have been, so I have no idea. But this seems like the last straw for the College Park.
I'll be honest, that couple
diner
doesn't really like me because they contacted me back at my old Bungaholer when they had said that they were buying the Hungry Pants building because they were going to put something in there, like a gay venue with a little stage and stuff. And they kept bugging me to write about it. And it took me a little bit to get to it, but eventually I did.
You're a busy man.
And then the minute I did, they were like, how dare you write this without talking to us first? Because we're not getting it after all. And I was like, well, I don't know how that's my fault. You gave me everything. Everything I wrote came directly from you. And, man, they canceled me. They were not happy.
And I'll say, I haven't
And that's when I stopped going to the diner.
Yeah. Had you gone to the diner when they were owners?
Yeah, we used to go all the time.
Yeah, you and your gay boyfriend?
Yeah, my gay boyfriend, Scotty Campbell.
I haven't been much. I know I went once for lunch, and I got a hummus pita, and it wasn't very good. And, that happens, but I just hadn't really been back.
I love their breakfast.
So
I did.
I hadn't been there for breakfast, but at breakfast, you really got to bring up your game because you got Christos.
There's an older lady that works there who I loved, and there was like a young Brazilian student who was working hard there every day. Yeah.
I'm a Shakers man. I like Shakers.
Love me some Shakers.
So you got some competition here in College Park.
Christos is fantastic.
They are. They got those grilled biscuits.
I get that foul plate. That's the turkey omelet.
Oh, that sounds good.
Egg white with feta cheese.
Nice.
Oh.
So do you think something will reopen in that space?
100%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think it'll be a diner or maybe something different?
It's a second-generation restaurant, so people generally, those don't get left alone for too long.
Yeah, so somebody you think will swoop in.
Snatch that right
Might need to clean it up a little bit.
It sounds like
according to their violations.
Sounds like they got to flush the walls.
I want to say something about that, and then we'll move on. We live in Florida, and there are bugs here, and so, I think a lot of restaurants have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Nobody expects you to have, the most pristine kitchen like you see on Food Network.
Yeah, especially if you have a little alleyway behind your kitchen.
But that's a lot of dead roaches, right?
How many were dead?
52?
That's too many.
That seems like a lot.
To just be there.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It seems like a lot of roaches. Plus, can you imagine the inspector 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they got
that one's alive.
They got mark that 16, in the alive column.
Yeah, he's just counting every check. He's like,
and then he's poking it. Are you dead? Are you alive? Dead? Alive? Oh, that's a live one.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I would get to 2 dead cockroaches before I made someone sweep it up.
Yeah.
You know,
as the owner or as like an inspector?
just as anyone who happened to be in that kitchen.
All right. Well, hopefully something goes in there, and we'll see.
Something is going to go in there real quick.
All right.
It's not going to be like, although I hear they had just posted that parking for that location had also been restricted recently by the landowner.
Apparently they making it a pay for park situation, which is crazy to me.
We're seeing more and more of that in the main streets because there's some popular locations that are.
Isn't that the point though of having locations that are popular that people want to come to?
But then parking becomes tough. You know, maybe someone will park there all day
and walk away.
I
mean, I guess some people can abuse that.
I'm not advocating paid for parking.
Mm-hmm. I think parking downtown should be free.
I do too. I do too.
Why not?
No.
That might draw some people there.
The YMCA is hosting Mudfest this September.
Mudfest
in De Leon Springs.
I like it there. Yeah, I like it there. They got the pancake place.
Yeah, so you could go there and also participate in a mud obstacle course.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks insane. It's so much fun.
Is it for kids?
It's for all ages. You have to be over, I want to say 7 years old.
I'm older than 7. I could take out.
Yeah,
I could push those 8-year-olds out of the way.
Have you done something like that?
I would.
Yeah.
I think I did. I don't know if I ever did like one of those. I don't think I ever did one of those like mud races.
I bet they're
I think I shot video at one once.
I bet if you're single and looking to mingle, I
bet
that's a great place.
Is that what this is, like a mud race or just like rolling around in the mud?
It's many things. There's like climbing walls. There's, I don't know. There's a bunch. I didn't write down all the things.
When is it?
It's a 3-mile course, though.
When is it?
September 27th.
You got time. Get training.
17 obstacles.
All right, so it's like one of those mud races.
Warped walls, rope climbs, and just lots of, like, the muddy rivers that you have to duck under things. And
do you get pancakes before or after?
Hopefully after.
I don't think so, but you got to make them yourself there.
Yeah, with your shaky arms.
Have you been there?
I've never done the making your own.
It's fun.
I've been on the property, but I've never.
It's fun. If you've never gone, go. They had like a change in ownership a while ago, but I think everything's kind of the same.
I think they actually just updated.
I think so too. Everybody was mad about it, but I think it.
Yeah,
it sounded like
it turned out pretty good.
But like,
they kicked out the people doing the canoe rentals. And stuff.
Really?
They operate it themselves.
I will say this: if you're gonna go, try to go during the week.
Oh yeah,
and try to go in like the winter because it's hot in there.
As like anything, just because of all the griddles?
All the griddles are going. Then you're in there in like the summer. Like imagine how. I mean, maybe it's a little cooler nowadays.
That'd be nice on a real cold, Christmassy weekend. Making your own blueberry pancakes.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
It's pretty fun.
Are you a big pancake guy, John?
We make pancakes, my wife and I, about once a week.
Did your parents make pancakes for you?
Sometimes,
growing up?
yeah. Waffles,
I think it was like
pancakes.
a weekend. We did it like almost every weekend.
We don't do it every weekend, but if we got nothing going on, I'll make them.
It was the easiest, most cost-effective way for my mom to feed like a house full of kids because we always had people just camping out at our house.
I like French toast. I like waffles.
Okay.
I like pancakes.
Waffles.
I don't discriminate.
Waffles are finicky.
They can be. They can be chewy.
Just like me. Florida students hate school.
Just Florida students or just
well, I'm sure it's the thing all over, but Florida students have kind of stopped showing up. 1 in 3 Florida public school students miss 10% of their school year.
That's a lot. 1 in 3?
1 in 3.
Wow.
It's growing.
That's crazy.
Since the pandemic.
It's because they don't got to go to school. They can just do it all online now, right?
Is that what it is?
I mean, I'm sure that has something to do with it.
I bet you they're kind of like they weigh the options, and it's like I can go to school every day where people are getting shot, or I could do homeschooling and just take a test and call it a day.
Okay.
Right?
I mean, that's one way to look at it. But I also think you can
homeschooling in Florida, it seems pretty easy.
But well, depending on your teacher, your parents, I guess.
Your parents,
But like, if you are used to watching things online and taking your class online, you might get up some days and be like, well, I don't got to go to school. I can just watch all my homework online or do all my classes online. Why do I got to go to school? Or I can catch up with everything in one day and missed 4 days.
God, if I had that option, I hated high school.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like
Until I came back from Turkey, and then I was like, I don't give a crap what you have to say to me, people. You live in Northern Ontario, like you have nothing to teach me.
Yeah, you saw the rest of the world.
Yeah. Yeah, Turkey looks like Dinotopia. And when I had seen that, I was like, you got nothing.
I mean, maybe there's an opportunity there where, kids do like how people work now, where they do a, few days at school, few days at home.
Few days off, like a hybrid school
I'm
thing.
not saying off. I'm saying work from home, work from your office.
That's off, right?
I mean, that's probably the world they're going to grow up into anyway. Get them used to it.
Remote working.
Yeah.
Why not remote school work?
Maybe.
It'd be easier on the teachers
I
with
mean,
their
I do
large
think
class sizes.
I do think there's something to be said about going to school with other people your age and interacting with them.
I think socializing, yeah, but man, you hear about these fights that they're doing in
You don't
Orange
think
County
kids
schools
didn't
and-
fight when you were in school?
Not like they do
I think
here
I
in these
think
big
they
schools.
did. I think they did.
We had 800 students at my high school.
All right. I mean, I had 1,500. Kids got in fights. They just didn't have phones to record them all and put them all on Twitter the next day.
That's true.
Yeah. Bad
All right.
stuff happened when you were in school, too?
Well, one guy got his hands tomahawked off because he owed money for pot.
Really?
Yeah, he lived on the native reservation.
That's crazy.
Uh-huh. That was crazy.
Both hands?
Both of them.
Oh, my God. It's like a Netflix show. Holy cow.
With a tomahawk.
Huh.
I remember.
I think somebody shot and killed somebody when I was going to school over a
Wow.
girl, like at a playground. Yeah.
For what?
Like one guy liked the other girl and he shot the other guy or something.
We
I
just
don't really
aren't
remember.
prepared. People aren't prepared to, like, interact with other people.
There was another guy in my high school. He accidentally shot another guy and he didn't kill him, but he collapsed his lung.
Now say something nice.
I don't know if I got anything.
Okay, there was a Paralympian at my high school, and she won a silver medal for swimming, and she was blind.
Wow.
I know.
All right. I
Let's
got
take
nothing.
a break.
I got nothing on that. We should say we are here at the Good Pour in College Park hanging out. We are eating cheese at Simply Cheese, which has a
Sipping wine.
new little shop here. So come check it out,
Yeah.
and we'll be right back on the Orlando Shine Show.
These are cute guys that work here.
Thanks. Hey, Florida teachers, you've earned more than just a thank you. You've earned a vacation. Attorney Mo DeWitt from JustCallMo.com is giving one lucky Florida teacher a free cruise. That's right, sun, sea, and serious relaxation all on Mo DeWitt. Go to JustCallMo.com/cruise to nominate a teacher today. Once again, enter today at JustCallMo.com/cruise.
I made this record for you to jam, so use it.
Welcome back to the Orlando Shine Show with Brendan and John. I'm John Bustegger.
And I think puffins are just Canadian penguins. Brendan O'Connor from Orlando Shine.
Have you ever had the puffin cereal?
No.
It's really good. It's
Okay.
like what the
Like
health.
Rice
It's like
Krispies?
they're like the health food store ones, so they're like twice as expensive.
Sounds very interesting, John. I have something more interesting
What
to
do you
talk
got? What do
about.
you got?
I got Annie Thornton here from Simply Cheese.
Yeah, what's up, Annie?
Hello, what's up, guys?
Your second time you've been on the show and with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we should say we're here in College Park
Uh-huh.
at the Good Pour, where Simply Cheese is inside the store. Correct?
Correct.
I don't know if I like the hand signal
All
he
right.
just did about
All right.
that.
Well, I'm standing up. I'm standing up today. I'm not
He's
sitting down.
animated today.
He is really animated.
That's true. So, Andy, how did this come about? How did you end up here in the Good Pour?
Yeah.
So I had actually ran into some members of the Good Pour at a festival, the Winter Park Art Festival. We started talking about doing a wine and cheese pairing together. We're like, oh, this is going to be awesome. Let's do this class. Next thing I know, Ray's in the store, and here I am thinking we're about ready to talk about a wine and cheese pairing class, and he's like, so how do you feel about opening a cheese shop in our store?
Awesome.
I'm like, oh, okay.
I love that. I love dots connecting. I
It
like
was perfect.
people playing in each other's sandboxes. I love it.
So the original shop, what street? Where is it at in Winter Park?
That's on Aloma in Winter Park, directly across the street from Publix.
All right, which has terrible cheese.
Dude, you gotta come. You gotta come
Yeah.
to
Where-
Simply Cheese
where
for the good
cheddar
stuff.
is colored orange.
That's right.
Oh.
Oh, gross.
Here they use a port to color their cheddars.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got all the cheddar.
So we should
so
say
good.
we should like what makes Simply Cheese different than
Yeah.
maybe other places I get cheese.
Yeah. So one of the things that I really try to do is source cheeses from around the world, and they're going to be those unique cheeses. Maybe you've never heard of them. Maybe you have heard of them, but you've never been able to find them. We want stuff that's unique, that's different, that's amazing. amazing. And we let you sample everything before you buy it.
I love it.
We want to make sure that whatever it is you're getting, you love it before you take it home.
I like everything you're saying.
Dude, it's great. It's great.
You had me at sample everything.
Sample it all.
What's the most popular? What are people coming in for?
So I would say we've got an amazing cheddar from Iowa that's just studded with these crystals as part of that aging
I just
process.
had it on your charcuterie.
It's amazing.
Gorgeous.
I might have to get that one. I don't know if I did. I just put a bunch of cheese in my mouth.
That's the best way to eat cheese. That's the best way.
After it ages for a little bit, it gets the crystals in it, right?
Absolutely. So
and it's like a
cheddars,
crunch.
yes, cheddars get this great crystallization on the outside.
Yeah.
And then we've got an amazing 5-year age Gouda that has those great big crystals on the inside, so you get that crunch again.
Cool.
Great butterscotch flavor. Amazing.
Because I made a joke about Publix, and they're fine. You can get cheese there, but
No, you can't.
But there are certain kinds that you really probably can't get there that you can definitely get
You're
here.
doing like processed, like everyday American stuff.
Yeah.
But Simply Cheese is doing like artisan boutique things from like
Absolutely.
families who have names.
Absolutely, yeah. So we love those small batch creameries, the stories behind the cheeses, the families, creameries that have been in the family for generations. We love the story behind the cheese, which is why we're such a good pairing for the good pour, because that's what they love with their spirits, is the story behind it.
Did you know that the cheeses all taste a little bit different because there's a different type of bacteria in their cheese storing area?
All of
I
it.
did know that.
Yes.
I did know
You
that.
did?
No, I didn't know that.
You're a good faker.
Right? But it's so important when you're supporting these local cheese producers. You're also making sure that those little microorganisms that make
I thought you were going to say their little kids can eat.
Their little
Like,
kid-
you support the
You're
family.
making sure the little magic elves that live in their cheese basements will continue to make cheese for the future. Because otherwise, if those families go belly up, their very specific type of cheese fairy will go away.
Extinct.
Yes, yes.
I'm sorry I had to dumb it down
No,
to
I
cheese
love
fairy.
it. No, we're good. Yes, we love cheese fairies.
Okay. So you just opened up here in the Good Pour.
Yes.
Maybe some more in the future. We don't have to talk about it yet because you're still inking deals.
I know.
What are the hours? What
Yeah,
do people expect from
Is it
coming to see you
whenever
here?
this place is open, or is it
It is
different?
not. It's a little bit different. So we are closed on Mondays.
Okay.
If you come in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you can find us 11 to 7.
All right.
All right. Friday and Saturday, 11 to 8. And
little
then
later.
Sunday, 11 to 5.
All right, a little
So
early.
us, yeah.
Thank you so
Well, no,
much.
one last
thank you.
thing.
Oh, okay.
One last
What?
thing. One thing I did want to mention: there's really nothing like this here in College Park, or really anywhere nearby, like a cheese shop. Like I
No.
can't get anything this specific anywhere
Yes.
around here, so I'm really happy that you opened.
Charcuterie
Thank you.
boards, gift
Yes.
things, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fancy plates for parties, and there's lots of parking in the back. So if you're driving by in Edgewater and you're like, I don't know where to go, just go around the back.
Yeah, figure it out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, thank you.
Thank you guys
We'll be
so
back.
much.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, Annie and her cheese. I love some cheese.
Yeah, I do too. I'm trying not to have too much because
Why?
it gives me the toots.
Oh, okay.
And I'm already a bad boyfriend, so the last thing I need to go home is like a loaded gun.
Yeah. You're not a bad boy. Are you a bad boyfriend?
Yeah, traditionally, because I work a lot.
Well, don't work so much.
I feel like I've been on a little bit of a vacation.
Because you work for the Orlando Shine now?
Yeah,
Ah.
and as we're waiting for this website to open,
Let's get that website.
I got to talk to you about that.
Okay.
Not a development.
Do I need to go crack some
We'll have
skulls?
to cut a check.
All right.
About that. Disney's building affordable housing for its employees.
Weren't they going to do this like 3 years ago and everybody got mad?
I guess.
Because they're like, don't build apartments. I was like, where are these
it
people
was.
supposed to work?
Because it would have been too close to where people like Windermere.
Oh, because they
like,
don't
oh,
want
no.
they don't want apartment dwellers
Uh-huh.
living there. That's crazy to me. Like it's like those people never lived in apartments. Like you were just born in a mansion.
Well, they like the idea of apartments. They just don't want it to be down the street and affecting their property value.
it does.
I guess.
I don't know if it does affect their property value.
I don't think it does.
I mean, you could put an apartment here in College Park. It's not going to affect the
and you
property value.
They gotta live somewhere.
Just not close to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be an 80-acre project near Horizon West and Flamingo
Which
Crossing.
I'm sure those people that do live out there and have lived out there for like 20, 30, 40 years,
Oh, the
I'm
long
sure they're not
haulers?
happy out there.
Oh, yeah.
I actually understand that. I mean, for a long time I used to sort of poo-poo on that, but like I get it. If you bought a house and your families live there and your grandpas live there, your grandmas live there, and now like it's like crazy out there.
It is.
It's tough. I mean,
my brother lives out there with his family, tucked away, like in a place that was probably just cattle pasture before, but now it's like subdivisions, and they're all using the same roads to try to get around, and they just gets backed up.
And those roads are probably not built up yet.
No.
They've only built it for so many people.
It can be brutal. You have to take the what's the
429?
the turnpike?
429's out there. Yeah.
Crazy.
That's a very it's a very popular area. It's growing and growing and growing.
Especially for people who are working at Disney.
Oh yeah.
So they want to live close to Disney, but they can't afford that real estate right now.
Or there's people that
on
move
$15 an hour.
Oh yeah. But there's also people that move here that all they want to do is go to Disney and they want to live by Disney.
Yeah. Davenport.
I know a couple like that. Like they move here just so they could be by Disney.
God, they must be fun.
They're retired. I just know them through some people.
I like the, it's really led to the boom in Winter Garden, because Winter Garden is the only downtown over there in West Orange County.
Oh, yeah.
So all those people are living in like those boring subdivisions. The only place they can go to pretend that they live in a town is Winter Garden.
Have you been out to Winter Garden on like a Friday or Saturday night? Have you been to that bar that's in like the liquor store or next to the liquor store? The bar is like super tiny. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head.
The old watering hole? I
think so, yeah. It was so crazy in there.
The guys that bought that own Burton's.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
I was just waiting for somebody, because it's so tight in there.
Yeah.
I was waiting for somebody to knock somebody and then somebody to pull their gun out. Like, I was like, that could happen here.
Apparently.
It could happen anywhere in Florida, I should say.
It was a very racist bar back in the day, and so they've had some issues trying to bring it. Like with these new owners, they're like, gosh, dealing with these old time regulars has been a struggle.
Yeah, but like
because they make it too scary for people to come in.
It's so small in there too.
I love that.
Anything can happen, I feel like. And then we went over to this, like, I was there not that long ago, and then we went to like the Mexican bar, the whole enchilada, and that was like a club on the rooftop.
Yeah, the rooftop's cool.
It was like a club on Friday night.
Well, there's only like one bar.
I know.
The one across the street.
There's Pillars.
Toonie.
There's Pillars too.
Pillars.
I always call it Pillars. It's Pillars. But that's like a karaoke bar where all the Disney folks go to sing.
Yeah, but
supposedly.
it's like this little slice of Miami in the middle of like
I don't know about
Winter
Miami.
Garden. It's a little crazy.
Miami?
Well, that's like because it's like you would dress up.
Oh.
Right? Like you have to have pants when you go to Pillars.
Anyway, that's Winter Garden for you.
Hey, there's been some hullabaloo with the tourist tax.
Yeah, they're not letting me build roads with it.
Yeah, the Florida lawmakers were all queued up to start using tax dollars to pay for infrastructure, which people have been asking about for many years, and then it was taken off of the state's $1.3 billion House tax package.
I just don't think that's ever going to pass unless there's a change in leadership.
Yeah,
in
the tourism lobby's too strong
It
here.
really is. So basically what they want to do is allow local governments to use tourist tax dollars on other things besides tourist things, right?
Yeah.
Like right now,
policing.
Like right now you have to use it on things related to tourism, whether it's marketing for the state or convention centers or
the
whatever.
The mayor would love to see it used for transportation.
I think so.
Right? Because he can't get that transportation tax through. So
they have to spend it on tourist stuff. And so
but
by
that
law.
just turns into, another canopy for stadium.
Yeah.
And,
so what they're trying to do, or some lawmakers are trying to say, look, how about we say you're allowed to spend some of these taxes on things that locals use, like you said, infrastructure, roads, fire, police, whatever, and they just keep saying, no, we're not going to do that.
John, I just stopped listening because I just realized that every guy in here is dressed like he just came from Dub's Dread.
Or J. Crew.
Or
same. Maybe they went to J. Crew and then to Dub's Dread.
I'm glad I wore my polo, my one polo shirt. I'm wearing it.
Anyway, we'll see. I just don't see that ever passing unless a different...
I don't either.
Or people get so mad about it, they say, we can't afford to live here. Why don't you start using those taxes on locals instead of tourists?
There's a new sushi concept coming to Mills Market. It's called Okonomi.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Economy.
Nailed it.
Is that what it means?
I have no idea.
Okonomi.
Phonetically.
Yeah. It's by Chef William Shen. That's the Michelin-starred chef from Zaru and Uni Girl and Sorikara.
Isn't everybody a Michelin-starred chef these days?
Well, I did argue that in one of my last pieces for Bungalow, is that everybody's getting a star. And
you
at
get a
this point-
star.
Yeah, right? It's very open.
I'm sure it's delicious. We were there at Mills Market, like a month and a half ago?
Yeah,
It was great.
It's delicious.
It was great. So where is this person going in that tiny...
I guess they're going to take out one of the shelves that they're not selling from anymore and maybe put it over there.
I don't know. Like, I don't. I mean, it's very
Speakeasy's
popular.
going to be opening in there soon.
How much
too.
space they got in
I
that
don't
place?
know. It just keeps going back.
It's like a Alice in Wonderland type
Keep
of
an
thing,
eye
like
on
a
that.
Willy Wonka house.
Coach Matt Karkner has left
Oh, no.
the Solar
Are
Bears.
you okay? Are you okay?
He was one of the reasons I liked going to games.
Just looking at him?
Just looking at him.
He's a former...
Imagining what he smelled like.
He's a former NHL player. I don't remember what team he played for. He might have played for the New
He was
Jersey
a second
Devils.
draft. He was like a second draft pick for Montreal.
I don't remember, but he was
At
like
one point, I
like a fighter and like a defenseman. Like he was a
big scrapper.
yeah. He didn't have a ton of goals. He had a lot of penalty minutes, but he was a nice guy. I met him a few times.
Yeah.
He'd probably been the coach for 3 years, 4 years.
It sounds like he's going on to coach another team.
in the AHL. So in,
Which
in
is
hockey,
better.
it's like the next league up. So there's the NHL, which is like the big league, where the Florida Panthers just won the Stanley Cup, and then the next league down is considered the next tier, which
It's
is
a
the
shame.
AHL.
He did pretty well for
He
Solar
did.
Bears.
He never took them to like a finals or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it's tough, I think, in some of these minor leagues.
You don't get
because,
to keep any of your
yeah,
players.
some of them move on. They move
Tyler
up.
Bird's been there for the whole time, but besides Tyler,
Yeah, you get a lot of turnover. So good luck to him. Good luck. He was, like I
luck.
said, he was a nice guy. He was on our show one time.
I'd like to see another handsome man take his place.
Do you maybe want to apply for the job?
Me?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
but
no?
I'll apply to help out in the change
Locker room?
Yeah. They need a fluffer. They know who to call.
I'll see what I can do.
I did get in trouble for when we were filming there. I was folding some of their stuff
And smelling it?
and smelling. And I thought it was funny, but someone was like, "No,
No, it's not funny.
put it down,
Put it
Brendan."
down.
And I tied their jerseys with little bows.
Uh-huh.
And then I was going to leave a "I love you" note and Tyler Bird's thing, and they chased me out.
So now you just ask him where he likes
Yeah.
to go to brunch.
Did you hear about that guy that peed all over a bunch of spam?
I saw it on the Orlando Shine.
These are the things you're missing on Instagram right now, everybody.
If you're not following the Orlando Shine.
You should be following me. I'm working real hard, and all I got right now is the Instagram, so please go follow the Orlando Shine. This guy, on May 30th, a 70-year-old retiree, Patrick Francis Mitchell, was spotted peeing on a pallet of 188 spam containers.
Wow.
Yeah, and some Vienna sausage to boot. And they had to throw it all out.
I mean, it's in a can. Can't they just rinse it down?
I would assume worse things have happened on cans.
I mean, it's spam, too.
Yeah, can you not just hose it off? If
I
it's
think
in the-
so.
like, why is that in-
This was like in Marion County or something, wasn't it? It was like farther out, I thought.
Lady
Lady
Lake.
Lake. Okay, so that's
not too far.
west of Orange County. Yeah.
Guess how much it was worth?
How many?
Yeah, how many dollars worth of spam and Vienna sausage?
$5,000.
$10,500 worth.
Why did he pee on it? Did it say?
No.
No?
And actually, and get this. So he was seen on camera walking up,
Just mad at spam?
letting it loose. I think it was just because it was like a quiet hallway, and maybe he couldn't make it to the bathroom or something.
You don't have
he's older.
to pee on the spam,
Just
though.
let it loose on the spam.
Wow.
On the whole pallet, and
Wow.
then he went over to the patio section and had a little 10-minute siesta in the patio furniture.
All right, so there's more going on here.
Just took a little break, and then he purchased things and left the store. And so because they caught him on camera, they had his transaction. They found him, and he's been arrested.
Really?
Yeah, over in Lockhart. So he pled not guilty at
It's
a
like,
hearing,
prove that's my pee.
and he's out on a $3,000 bond.
I wonder what they charge him for. Indecent exposure?
I would assume,
Or maybe destroying...
Oh no, it was felony
Felony? Oh, maybe...
and criminal mischief.
okay, maybe...
And disorderly conduct.
It might be because it's over $10,000 that he gets the felony, or maybe exposing his
genitalia.
sex organs.
Yeah. At 70 years old, though, is it a sex organ still? Or is it just a hose?
Just organs, I
It's
guess.
just a drainage pan at that point. Like, what do you leave that old man alone?
What if he's like, I'll buy all the spam from you. I'll just take it.
Did you hear that hullabaloo about Panera?
I did a little bit.
That's kind of crazy. They're in between 2021 and 2023. They apparently were employing 240 minors under the age of 16, this local franchisee.
So under 16.
Yeah, there's a franchise operator that has 15 Central Florida Pineras all under their purview. And, with 240 minors under the age of 16. And the reason this is an issue is because minors have very restricted times where they're legally allowed to work.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to interfere with their schooling or something.
Maybe that's those kids that aren't going to school the next day.
They're all working at Panera selling me my golden biscuits.
I think typically you can work as a minor, at least when I was under 16, you could work like 18 hours a week or something like that,
I
or
think
15
that's the
hours
same.
a week.
Yeah, it's 18 per school week and 3 hours on school days.
Yeah, so you could work from 4 to 7, but you got to be off.
But they
by
were
7.
getting scheduled overtime.
I'm sure.
They were like making those little kids work.
And back when they were talking about this in the legislature, which didn't pass, I don't think, all those.
Yeah, the minor protection
They were
stuff.
saying, well, businesses will do the right thing and whatnot. No, they won't.
No, they won't.
I mean, some might. Some of the big ones might.
No, when you have a underpaid manager trying to work on the schedule and all he's got are these over-eager young kids to work.
Who might be afraid to lose their job because they might be the ones providing money to the family. Yeah, they're going to take extra hours. They're going to stay. If your boss says, hey,
they're saving up for drugs. Like, what are you going to – you're going to tell them no? Tell them no, they can't work?
When was the last time you ate at Panera?
It's been a while. I used to love Panera.
So Panera was my go-to. Like, I'm on the run.
When it was fancy.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm on the run. Yeah. I gotta eat something. I don't want to go to McDonald's.
Oh yeah, Fonterra chicken.
I used to get the Greek salad there with an apple.
That was Scotty's favorite.
It's good.
Yeah.
But I haven't been in a long time.
No, because it changed.
They stopped playing classical music.
That
probably.
was how that's how I knew it was going downhill. When I used to surf, and we used to always have Panera bread after a day at the beach, and I loved that.
Yeah,
I almost cussed. That's how much I liked it.
Ditto.
Commissioner Jim Gray just announced he's leaving his longtime gig.
He's done?
That commercial real estate brokerage. He's going to stay on as commissioner.
All right.
He's running again. Some people are saying maybe he left his big gig so maybe he could run for mayor.
Oh.
I haven't heard that officially. He does have opinions.
So maybe we can get him on the Orlando Shine
show. We'll see.
Maybe.
I don't think he knows who I am.
That's a good time to
Because he's
to
a
meet
Lake
you.
Nona guy, right? Isn't that his shtick?
Well, even Robert Stewart, Commissioner Stewart, he's not running.
He's not. He's leaving. He would come on, Commissioner Stewart.
I think so, yeah.
We'd have to sit on opposite sides of the table because he's really touchy. Like, he gets all up in my grill. I remember once at the University Club, I was taking a picture, and he ran up and licked my face on camera. And we have it. We have the picture because it was a little, like, photo boothy thing. And now I have proof of him sexually harassing me.
I kissed Mayor Dyer one time.
You did?
I did.
Where?
On the cheek.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Like, it was in honor of Billy Maines, actually, because he died recently, and I ran up there and kissed him on the cheek because I said
he was sad.
Oh, he said Billy used to always go and kiss him.
So you did it?
Yeah. So I was like, well, in honor of Billy, I ran up there and kissed him.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Billy Maines. I remember just watching him eat saltine crackers. I know I talk about that every time.
Basically weighed them the same as a saltine cracker.
He'd always have to. His belt was always way too long.
I know.
He was so skinny. And I think we're out of time.
All right. Well, thank you to both Simply Cheese, which recently opened here inside the Good Pour.
Yeah, so you can come here, get some wine. A portion of your profits of your purchase will go towards a local charity of your choice.
Can I pick, or is it a list?
I think you choose.
All right.
But I think there's over 100.
Wow.
Yeah.
We should start a charity and make it one of the choices.
I think I already kind of did. Thanks, Mo.
Thank you, Mo. All right. Thank you, guys, and we'll see you next week. But make sure you follow the Orlando Shine on Instagram and Facebook and maybe online. We'll see.
It's the only way I feel valued and respected.
From the theme parks to downtown brick streets, from winter garden to sandy bare feet, everywhere the light touches is our kingdom. We're spilling tea